Bienvenue, gamers! It's your boy, Retro Kami, and I'm here, live, recovering from seasonal allergies, to bring you something completely fucking different. This is a pick your favorites thing I found on twitter.com. So I just thought, hey, might as well. I can make this a video idea, I guess. This is basically going through every generation of Pokemon and deciding, hey, who's your favorite normal type? Who's your favorite ice type? Who's your favorite gimmick, starter, legend, whatever the fuck I always so feel. And a few more down here, which is like favorite regional bird, favorite regional mammal, bug, pseudo legend, Pikachu clone, evolution, fossil. You get the drill, right? And then finally, what would your Pokemon team be? So I just thought, hey, might as well do this, right? So let's just go through this. We're gonna go through every generation, and we're just gonna do this, right? For favorite normal type, oh man. You know, Gen 1, I don't know if anyone knows this, it's the first Pokemon generation, so they've got a lot of insanely great inspired Pokemon, such as Rat and Pigeon. So yeah, favorite normal type. It's honestly between like 3 Pokemon, and it's these 3 right here. Eevee, Porygon, and Snorlax. Big fan of like Pidgeot, big fan of Farfetch, Kangaskhan's a cool guy. But I just think like maybe Porygon is a funny dude. Eevee and Snorlax. You know, Snorlax has been in a lot of my Nuzlocks. So Snorlax is usually a go-to guy, you know. Eevee is just, I just like Eevee. It's a cute little thing. Porygon's a funny guy. And Ditto. We've had a Ditto before, I think, in the Nuzlocke. He was a fun guy. I don't think he did anything, but he was a fun guy. I think I'm just gonna give it to Eevee. I think it's just the most basic choice, but Eevee, pretty cool guy. Now, for Fire-type Pokemon, we don't got much of an option, but if anyone knows Mr. Kami, you all know what my favorite Fire-type Pokemon is. Well, it's motherfucking Moltres. I mean, it's like the pinnacle of fucking Pokemon designs. It's a flaming chicken. It absolutely makes me pissed off every time I look at it, and for that, Vulpix is my favorite. Water type. Now, we have a water connoisseur by the name of Sire Goldman. His opinions never matter when it comes to water type Pokemon, but I'm sure his favorite is probably Vaporeon, right? I mean, did you guys know that in my favorite water type Pokemon from Generation 1, probably Blastoise is basic as fuck, but Blastoise is pretty funny. And now for grass types, wow, we actually don't have many grass types in Gen 1. Huh. You know, and I always forget Victreebel is a Gen 1 Pokemon. I don't know why I always think he's from Johto. It's probably Venusaur. I think Venusaur is just the coolest thing. I mean, it's a fucking prehistoric giant frog. I mean, that's just cool. Now for electric types, we don't have much options here. It's just gonna be Zapdos. I don't really like anyone else. Ice types, we don't have many options here. It's gonna be Articuno. Fighting types, not many options here. But the fighting types are actually really cool. What's my favorite? I've alwaase been a Bruce Lee guy, so Hitmonlee. Now, for favorite poison type, we do have repeats, of course. We've seen in Ice, we have Lapras again, and we've seen in other types, we've had repeats. So, probably Nidoking. Nidoking or Haunter, actually. Strangely enough, I've always had a really weird affinity towards Haunter. It's just something really cool about Haunter's design that I like more than Gengar, just because Nidoking is the GOAT! Now for ground types, we can also put Nidoking in this category, but I always consider Nidoking to be more poison than ground type. I literally always forget he is a ground type. So for ground type Pokemon, oh man, actually pretty tough because Marowak and Cubone are really cool. But I'm gonna just go with Sandshrew just because Sandshrew cool, I guess. I don't know. Now for flying types, we got a lot of flying types. Of course, repeats. We've got Charizard, we got the birds, we got the bugs, we got the bats. A lot of repeats. Who's your favorite flying type? I never really considered Charizard a flying type, as funny as that is. Favorite flying type out of all of these guys? Probably Aerodactyl. Maybe Articuno. Psychic type, it's Alakazam. I mean, like, Mewtwo's cool and all. But, I mean, Alakazam, pretty fucking dope guy. Now, for bug types, we don't really have much options here. We all kind of have worms and bugs. So, Scyther. Rock types. We're in the rock territory again. Now, which is my favorite rock type out of these guys? It's getting really hard to not pick repeats because all of these guys do kind of suck. But we're going to go with the Helix because the Helix... Lord Helix. We all know Lord Helix. Ghost types. Wow, we got a lot of options. Let's just go with Haunter. Dragon types. We got a lot of options. Let's go with Dratini. Dark types. They don't exist. Neither do Steel types. They weren't a Steel type in Gen 1. Fairy types didn't exist either. If I could have left this one blank, it would have been blank. God damn it. Fuck it. They all suck. Jigglypuff. Now, favorite starter of Gen 1. It's the one I always pick. It's the one I always go with. Pikachu's in here, but not Eevee, strangely enough. Eevee is technically a starter if we consider the Let's Go games as Gen 1, but I think most people consider them as Gen 8, so unfortunate. My favorite starter, though, and I don't want to put the evolved forms, I kind of want to put the little dudes, because the little dudes are the ones you pick, right? You don't pick them for the giant guys until you play the game, right? Until you play it for the first time, you're like, oh shit, hell yeah, I picked Charizard and all that. Well, I guess people pick the box covers. Either or, it's fucking Squirtle. Now, gimmick form, my favorite Gen 1 Mega. I mean, I think this is more so a Gen 6 thing, Gen 8 thing, Gen whatever thing, but if we're going to put it in gimmick forms for Gen 1 Pokemon, then we got a lot of options here. Who's my absolute favorite, though? Pretty tough. I don't really like any of the Gigantamax forms. I don't think they're interesting, except for, like, Lapras, Kingler, fucking Mothim over here. So I'll probably do a Mega, because Megas are 100% way cooler, even if Gigantamaxes could have been literally Megas as well. But, hey, whatever, we don't give a fuck, right? So, if we're looking strictly at just Megas, who is the coolest Mega? And this is, we're not looking at this competitively, right? I'm not looking at these and being like, who's the most competitively viable Mega? Because at that point, I'll just pick fucking, like, Mega Gengar and shit, right? Mega Mewtwo. And that's not fun, right? We're not doing competitive stuff. We're just being based purely on opinions, experiences, and just overall design. And it's reason for that it's Mega Charizard X. Favorite legend from Gen 1? I mean, this one we can't be specific because it's Articuno. I personally love Articuno. Now, my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon is Vulpix. I just love Vulpix. It's a cute little thing. I just love Vulpix. Great little guy. Now on to Gen 2. Now Gen 2 has absolutely shit Pokemon. I mean, like, most of their Pokemon are great designs, but there is so fucking few of them that it doesn't matter much which I pick. Noctowl is not a psychic type. I always forget that. Anyways, Dunsparce. Fire type. A lot of great options here. Fire, Snail, and Entei. And, of course, Ho-Oh. But, let's be honest, fucking Typhlosion absolutely sucks dick right here. I mean, it's just a cool-ass Pokemon. Water type, fucking Suicune. I mean, like, Wooper's here? That's tough competition, but Suicune is the water Pokemon, bro. He is fucking awesome. Grass types, we don't got many options. Which do I like the most out of all of these? Fuck, they all suck. Meganium. Electric types, not many options. Who's my favorite? Ampharos. Ice types, we are really in a drought right now. Sneasel. Fighting type, I mean... Oh man, we're actually gonna have to have repeats. Heracross. Poison types, Crobat is actually the only one I care about here. Ground types, Wooper. Fucking... I always forget Pupitar's a ground type. Wooper! Favorite flying type. We are really gonna have to have repeats here. Lugia. Favorite psychic type. Lugia. Even though Espeon exists, it's still Lugia. This is gonna be the only generation with the repeats. Bug type. Eesh. Scizor. Rock type, I mean, We don't have many options. Tyranitar. Ghost type. Wow. Okay, I mean, we don't even have an option there. And we don't have an option here. Dark type. Umbreon. Steel type. It's always so weird to think. Oh yeah, Skarmory is a Gen 2 Pokemon. I always remember him as a Hoenn Pokemon. So for that reason, I'm not counting him. Scizor. Fairy types technically didn't exist in this game. But anyways, Togepi's a pretty delicious meal, so... Now, my favorite starter here, it's Cyndaquil. I mean, come on. Guys, I'm a huge Cyndaquil fan. And my favorite gimmick Pokemon, gimmick form. God, we really just picked, like, all of the cool ones already. So who's the best one out of these? Dude, it's fucking Mega Ampharos. Look at his fucking hair. Now, my favorite legendary, Lugia. Lugia, I mean, it's just Lugia. Guys, you guys know how much I love Lugia? I guess maybe you don't. Anyways, I fucking love Lugia. I love it so much, it ended up 4 times in this one.
Right! It's Matthew Key! Please! Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! You see that, eh? Leave it to Ryan! Ah!
Now, for Gen 3 Pokemon, this one's gonna be tough because Gen 3 is probably my favorite region when it comes to Pokemon designs, right? It's gonna be really tough to actually choose a lot of these guys. So for normal types, I mean, Zangoose is just a really cool guy. Fire types, I mean, we're gonna have to go with Blaziken, right? Mudkip. I mean, we got all these options, right? But you know, I'm just a Mudkip dude, right? Mudkip is just cool as shit. Even though we have giants like Kyogre and Milotic here, Ludicolo and Lotad. Dude, it's just fucking Mudkip. Fucking GOAT. Grass types, fucking Grovyle. I mean, sure, we have Sceptile, but hey, Mystery Dungeon fans, we know, we love, and we fuck with Grovyle. Strangely enough, all of our fire, water, and grass ones are the starters in different stages. Just goes to show that those are definitely the better ones. Electric types don't have much of an option. Manectric. Ice types don't have much of an option. Walrein. Regice is cool. Walrein is cooler. Fighting type, Blaziken literally just swaps the fucking floor. Even though Breloom is probably a really cool, one of my favorite design Pokemons ever. Just the mushroom guy that punches people. Sick as shit, right? Or kicks people, really. Really cool. Big fan of Breloom. Poison type, not much of an option. So we're gonna go with Gulpin. Gulpin these nuts. Ground types. Oh, I wonder what Kami will choose. Fucking flying types. I wonder what Kami will choose. Psychic type. Oh, we got actually a pretty sizable selection of psychic types. I wonder what Kami will choose. Bug types. Oh man, we got some weird ones, don't we? Armaldo is a bug type. I always forget that. Anyways, they all suck. Shedinja. Rock types, we don't got many good ones. Aggron's the coolest one. We're going Aggron. Ghost types, we don't got many ghost types. Dusclops has always been really cool, and Sableye has always been cool. I'm gonna go with Sableye, just because Sableye kicks ass. Dragon type, I mean, it's, like I said, it's a tough choice. I got to pick between Flygon, one of my favorite Pokemons ever, and Rayquaza, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I mean, it's just a tough choice. And I definitely do love Salamence a lot, don't get me wrong. Salamence is a really cool guy. But favorite dragon type, it's gotta be Flygon. Favorite dark type, Absol. I mean, fucking Absol, why would it not be? Favorite steel type, Metagross. I mean, Aggron is a cool guy. If it's between Aggron and Metagross, I think fucking Metagross takes that. Just because he's a cool guy. This is... Again, we don't have fairy types in Gen 3, but if they want to really make us do this, Gardevoir. Favorite starter, it's a Mudkip. Remember, if we're looking at just the babies, it's the Muddy. Now, if we're going with gimmick forms, it's going to be the one that defined an entire fucking meta. So, we're going with Rayquaza. And favorite legendary, it is indeed Rayquaza. My favorite, however, in all of this, and we've seen three Pokemon make it in, but Flygon. I just absolutely adore Flygon. He's always been one of my favorites. I've always had a shiny of Flygon in every game he's been in. So that's how close I am with this little fucking dragonfly. Now, moving on to Gen 4, by far the most beloved region and the one that everyone likes to say is overrated. It might just be overrated, but I still hold it near and dear to my heart because it is, in fact, Gen 4. So for normal types, we don't have many options. I mean, just absolutely atrocious options. I mean, what even will Kami pick? The fucking god of Pokemon. Like, I mean, I can be funny and pick Bidoof. Well, let's just be real, Arceus is just absolutely insane. I'm a lore guy, and Arceus has badass lore. For fire types, we have literally fucking 4 Pokemon here, right? Like, if we're not counting these at the evolutionary chain, literally 4 fire types in this game. Aside from, I think, Rapidash and Houndoom in Platinum. Anyways, Infernape. Water types. We don't have many water types either. None of them are really good. Not even the top ones. But if we're going to go with the water type, I'm going to have to actually do this. So, I mean, we're going to go with Empoleon. As much as I don't want to make a certain Dragon Ball fan happy. But whatever. We're going to have to go with the Penguin. Grass types. Roserade. You guys know how much I love Roserade. Roserade's a cool guy. Electric. Wow, half of these are really just Rotom forms, huh? Rotom fan. Ice types. We're going with Waffle the Weavile. Good old Waffle. Big fan. Fighting types. Fucking Gallade. Big fan of Gallade. Big fan of the whole Ralts line. It's just a great time, man. Man, I've really already broken the chain up. I'm not doing repeats. We're doing Roserade again as my favorite poison type. Ground type, Garchomp. I mean, it's fucking Garchomp. Gliscor is really cool also, but I think Garchomp just etches it out just a bit. Flying types. Well, look who got a chance. Gliscor. He got a chance again. Even then, it's still it's not Gliscor, it's the bees. I just like bees. Psychic type, I've actually... See, I would put Gallade here, but as much as I love Gallade, right? I adore Gallade. I'm gonna put Bronzong here, just because I had a run with Bronzong, and I really loved him. I called him Bell, and he was a great guy, right? But just know, yeah, it's a pretty close one. Anyways, Gallade's already fucking here. Bug type, I mean, it's just Vespiquen again. We're doing a lot of repeats here. I mean, I don't think Gen 4 had many Pokemon either, so a lot of repeats. Rock type. Oh, man, we don't have many options here, do we? Yeah, I'm going to go with Bastiodon, I guess. Ghost type, though. Giratina. I mean, that's just the GOAT. Dragon type. It's just Giratina again. Dark type. It's a toss-up, but it's Darkrai. Steel type. Oh man, what an offering here. I just think Lucario's gonna take this here, right? Lucario just kind of is. I mean, yeah, Bronzong, but like Lucario, I think I just prefer Lucario more. Fairy type. I mean, they both suck, but Togekiss. And favorite starter of the 3. Remember, looking at the little dudes. And who's my favorite little dude? Who will I pick always? And you see, it's a hard pick because Piplup is my favorite of the little dudes, but I much prefer Infernape. So I'd usually always go Chimchar, right? But out of the little dudes, who will Kami pick? Out of the little dudes. Tough fucking choice. And I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and say Chimchar. Now, my favorite gimmick form, it's fucking Gallade. I mean, that shit just looks badass. Now, as you can clearly see, Gen 4 has a lot of legendaries. And some of the coolest legendaries. Let's be honest. My favorite though is Giratina. Now my favorite Pokemon in all of Gen 4, across all Gen 4, my favorite Pokemon is Giratina. I mean, are you stupid? Dude, Giratina's just fucking awesome, right? I love this centipede-ass dragon. It's a great guy. Now, moving on to Gen 5, Unova, the most unloved one at release. That became the cult classic of the whole group. Like, I mean, people love Gen 5. Gen 5 has that really cult following. People who say Gen 5 is not good, fuck you too. But Gen 5's got my favorite story. Story, gameplay, it's all good. Design-wise, a lot of the Pokemon fucking suck. So if I'm gonna have to go with the normal type, it's gonna be the fucking American bird here. Now, for fire types, oh my god, they don't have many good ones either. Chandelure, I think the Chandelier is a funny Pokemon, and it's a pretty good Pokemon. Water types, fuck me, dude. I really bit off more than I can chew. Oshawott. Grass types. I mean, the snake is cool. Electric types. Ugh. The Red Eyes Black Dragon. Ice types, my god. I don't have a problem with Gen 5's Pokemon. I think they're all really cool. A lot of them are good, like in general. A lot of them I just kind of don't even like. Cryogonal, I guess that's my favorite ice type. We're really fucked here. Cobalion, I guess, is my favorite fighting type. They all kind of suck. I mean, like, Scrafty's a good one. I think Cobalion, probably the best. Let's go with that. These are our poison types? Oh, no. I like Trubbish. I think he's just a silly dude. Oh! Oh, no! I think I'm gonna go with Crocodile. Mainly because Landorus Therian fucked the meta. And if anyone, any competitive Gen 5 player, their only joke is Landorus Therian fucked the meta. That is everyone's joke, and it's my only joke also. I am not exempt from it. Anyways, flying types, Archeops. Psychic Pokemon, oh my god, we don't have anything good here. The fetus Pokemon. Bug types? Okay, see, the bug types are actually pretty decent. Were they good? Did I like them? No. If I had to pick, what would I choose? I'm gonna go with Volcarona. Favorite rock type. Oh my god, I'm gonna just go with Archeops. Favorite ghost type. Copagrigus was really cool. Favorite dragon type. Hydreigon. I mean, that thing was just cool as shit. And for dark type, I think Hydreigon would take the case if Zoroark didn't exist, so Zoroark. Favorite steel type? Oh my god, we are fucking really slim pickings right now. Excadrill. Fairy type. Wow. Okay, that one. Now, if I'm gonna pick my favorite starter Pokemon upon all of these little dudes, it's gonna be Oshawott. I think Oshawott from the anime really just make me love Oshawott in general. So, Oshawott. Yeah! And my favorite gimmick Pokemon. I guess this is the only options we have? The trash guy, I guess. I don't know. Now, my favorite legend from this entire game. Now, see, that's tough because I don't really like any of these legends. It's like, yeah, the Swords of Justice are cool, and Landorus Therian ruined the meta. The genies are okay. The dragons are usually just half of each other, so... Who's my favorite? It's fucking Genesect. I don't know. And my favorite of Gen 5. Wow. These all feel like I just picked them because I picked them. Anyways, only one Pokemon ended up getting picked twice, and that's Archeops. So, yay! Archeops won by technicality. Oh my god, let's go to my least favorite generation.
No!
Gen 6. I don't like Gen 6. I think a lot of people don't like Gen 6, and anyone that's just like, oh, well, Gen 6 wasn't that bad of a game. Gen 8 was worse. Sword and Shield sucked. Yeah, Sword and Shield sucked. Gen 6 wasn't any fucking better. So let's just get in with it. Gen 6, my favorite normal type. They put the Megas in here because they literally had like 8 Frou-Frous here. Who's my favorite fucking normal type? They all suck ass. Mega Pidgeot. Fire types. Oh my god, they literally just made Megas. See, this is my... This game relied so heavily on Megas that they made no other Pokemon. Look at this. Fire type. Talonflame. That's the best one. Water type. Oh my god, look at this. Greninja. I mean, it's just... Greninja's cool. Grass type. Oh my god. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. They even added Mega Sceptile, which wasn't a fucking Pokemon. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess they were in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, if you really consider that. Gen 6. Even though they made the fucking fairy types up here. Let's just go with the Ghost Tree and move on. Electric types. Oh my god, there wasn't a Mega Ampharos. Ugh. I don't even like the Megas. Bergmite. Oh my god, they don't have anything. Okay, well let's not pick the Megas because duh. Hawlucha. Literally, I only pick the Megas when there's not anything else I like. Like this? This is all the poison types. And I don't even like Dragalge. Mega Gengar. Oh, well, look at that. Look at all of our slim pickings of ground Pokemon. A rabbit and a snake. Let's go with the snake. Now, my favorite flying type, I mean, Talonflame literally fits that bill, but Yveltal, I think, is just a cool guy. Favorite psychic Pokemon. Oh, wow, we got so many offerings. Let's go with Hoopa Unbound. Bug type. We got so many fucking offerings. One whole bug type. Mega Beedrill. It doesn't get better. It doesn't. Tyrantrum. Aegislash. It doesn't matter. Aegislash is just cool. Oh wow, dude, my favorite dragon type. Look what we got. Fucking 10 Megas and Gumi. Now for my favorite dark type. Oh my god, we don't have many options here, do we? Let's go with Greninja. Favorite steel type, Aegislash. I mean, come on, Aegislash is just cool. My favorite fairy type. It's just gonna have to be the Sylveon. Oh, my favorite starter of all of them? The fucking frog. The only one I actually like. I don't like the other two starters at all. And my favorite gimmick form. Oh, wow, dude. One whole gimmick form. Thanks. And my favorite legendary Pokemon from Gen 6. And my favorite Pokemon from all of Gen 6. The generation I fucking hate. Aegislash, man. I don't care. Gen 7 was actually a step up. I actually like Gen 7 a lot, and I've grown to like it a lot more because the two generations it's stuck between fucking suck. So, Gen 7, normal type. What is my favorite normal type? Oh my god. Silvally, I guess. He doesn't really... I don't really think of him as a normal type, but he is normal type basically. So yeah. Sexy Lizard. Favorite water type. Oh, yeah, Toxapex is really cool. Big fan. Favorite grass type, Decidueye. I mean, it's literally an owl archer. That's just badass, man. Favorite electric type. I don't like many of these Pokemon. I completely forgot Zeraora was a Gen 7 Pokemon. I'm gonna go with the bundle of cable. Favorite ice type, Vulpix! And you know what? I'm gonna cheat and go all the way over here and just put in Alola and Ninetales. Big fan of them. Big fan. I am a Vulpix fan. Now for fighting type, we don't have many Pokemon, so Marshadow is the coolest one there. For ground type, well, this is poison type, sorry, I completely misclicked. For poison type, I mean, Toxapex is just cool as shit. For ground type, 100% Zygarde, I guess. is also considered a Gen 7. Yeah, I mean, it was founded in Gen 7. Why is this in Gen 6? You know what? Disqualified. Palossand. Favorite flying type? Oh my god, we don't have many options. Rowlet. Favorite psychic type? Oh wow, yeah, we got some really cool guys. I'm gonna go for Ultra Necrozma because Ultra Necrozma is sick as fuck, right? Like that was a Pokemon fight, and that was awesome. Bug types. Oh yeah. Huh. Delicious bug types. I'm gonna go with Golisopod just because Guzma. Favorite rock type, Dawn Lycanroc, just because, I mean, that just looks really, it just looks so fucking cool. I love Dawn Lycanroc. Favorite ghost type, Decidueye. I want to put you here, but Mimikyu is here also. And so is Marshadow. Decidueye. Dragon type. Why do we forget Zygarde's a dragon type? Yeah. Ultra Necrozma, though. Badass. I love the tree, though. Don't get me wrong. Tree Exeggutor is funny, but Ultra Necrozma is dope. Dark types. Incineroar, sure. Steel type. Oh. Wow. These really were steel types. I completely forget Alolan Sandslash is indeed a fucking steel type. So for that, I'm going to give it to him. And we, of course, got our beautiful Ninetales. And my favorite starter is Rowlet. My favorite gimmick form is Alolan Ninetales. My favorite legend is, indeed, Nero. I don't know, Ultra Necrozma, yeah, sure. And my favorite Pokemon of all of Gen 8, it's Decidueye. Come on, guys. You guys already know this by now. Fucking 4 of them were the same fucking Pokemon. Let's go to Gen 8.
In some instances, the harassment may be verbal.
Word around the offices, you've got a fat cock.
Gen 8 is a strange one because I don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. But it has one really cool thing about it. It shares the same generation as Legends Arceus. So, Zoroark. Fire Pokemon. Who is my favorite fire Pokemon? Oh man. There's a lot of choices. And I think Gigantamax, Scolipede, or just Scolipede in general. This is not Scolipede. What the fuck was this thing called? Anyways, this thing was really cool. Favorite water type? I guess it's the living abomination that was this thing. Grass type. Ooh, a lot of good grass Pokemon. I'm gonna go with Rowlet, just because Rowlet was cool. Electric, I mean, it's gotta be the boy Twitter, right? We know Twitter well and well. Toxic, electric mess of a Pokemon. We love him. And we gotta love him, right? We just gotta love the fucking blue guy. Ice Pokemon. Ugh. Not many good ones. But we got the Snowman, so we'll go with the Snowman. Even though fucking Snom is there as well. Now for fighting types, there's a lot of good fighting types. We gotta give it to the boy, Ferdinand Von Aegir. Ferdinand Von Aegir, my lads. Ground type Pokemon. I mean, yeah, this guy, Runerigus was cool. Flying type Pokemon, Corviknight, because I mean Corviknight was just really fucking badass. I mean, I don't think anyone will not agree with me. For psychic Pokemon, I'm gonna go with Hatterene, whatever the fuck this thing was called. Bug Pokemon, I mean, it's still the fire thing. This guy. I mean, I can switch over here. Yeah, it's gonna be the fucking Dogs. Hisuian Arcanine. It's really cool. The Flying Dutchman was a really cool ghost Pokemon. Big fan. Even though Hisuian Zoroark was here, I'm gonna give it to the Flying Dutchman. And by the way, they have this little shiny charm thing. I want to do this just for Hisuian Zoroark, just because the shiny on Hisuian Zoroark is so good. Dragon type, I mean, we don't have many options. I'm gonna go with the Funny Fish. I'm just gonna go with this guy again. You know what? Just because I'm gonna just switch this, and then I'm also just gonna make it a shiny, just because, yeah. For once, Moltres got it because I really like Galarian Moltres. That's what it's called. Yeah, Galarian. Favorite Steel type is just, I mean, Zacian was really fucking cool, but I think Corviknight is just gonna take that. And then when it comes to Fairy, then yes, it is indeed Zacian. Even though I think Hatterene was really cool, I think Zacian is just awesome. My favorite starter, as you can see, none of the starters ended up here. But if we're gonna go with starters, it's fucking Sobble. It's Sobble. I'm not gonna count the evolutions like I've said before. So Sobble, that's the best one. For gimmick forms, Gen 8 had a lot of them. And what's my absolute favorite gimmick form, regional form? Oh, there's more down here. Alright, well, yeah, it's this one. And it's gonna be shiny. Oh, there we go. My favorite legendary from all of Gen 8? Eesh, ay. Man, I don't fucking know. Urshifu? I guess. My all-time favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. What was it? What was the one that made Kami? It's Hisuian. You guys know this already. It's shown up 3 times. It's just a shiny Hisuian Zoroark. It's just so cool. Anyways, moving on to Gen 9.
Dude, I wanna jerk off! Look at this! I wanna jerk off! Fuck!
Gen 9 was a fucking mess. So far, it's a mess, and it's still a mess, and I don't think it'll get fixed anytime soon. However, Gen 9 has some pretty good Pokemon. So let's go into the normal Pokemon, because it has fuck all that's good. But I like the Punk Monkey. I think Punk Monkey is really funny. For fire types, it's my boy, Swin. Abel. Even though it's not technically Swin, but Ceruledge was cool, so yeah. For favorite water type Pokemon, I mean, I'm just gonna have to go with the fucking Gayduck. I love the Gayduck. I think Gayduck is hilarious. Literally Sylvando from Dragon Quest. I'm a big fan. Favorite grass type? I think fucking Toadschool is just hilarious. And I'm gonna go with Toadschool. And I'm gonna make him shiny because he looks like Squidward. Because he's all gray. Favorite electric type from this region? I mean, none of them were good. So I'm gonna have to just go with, like, the fucking Cock Dragon. I think Cock Dragon was funny enough. Favorite ice type? Shampao. I think that's what it was called. I think that's just really cool. It's a leopard with fucking daggers in its mouth. I mean, that's just cool. This is favorite fighting type, and I'm gonna go with the fucking robotic Gallade. I think that's just really badass. So yeah. Favorite poison type? It's gonna be fucking Wooper. And then it evolved to Wooper, because my wife Rika has it, and I think we're happy with that, right? And then we're just gonna simp even further. That's also my favorite ground type. Favorite flying type? Oh, we didn't have many good flying types, did we? I think Kilowattle is cool, so we'll go with that. Favorite psychic type? Ew, that was our psychic. This is a psychic type? I don't believe it. It looks like a steel type. I mean, that's gonna be this one, I guess. Okay, favorite bug types. I'm gonna go with this one because it rolls a ball and it's adorable. Favorite rock type. This thing. Favorite ghost type. It's the goat. The string cheese man. That dude's hilarious. They made the string cheese guy. It's just funny. Favorite dragon. This thing. This primal fucking Salamence just was cool as shit. It's also a dark type, which is hilarious. Let's put him there as well. Favorite steel type? It's the little thing with the hammer. I think that's just funny. It's also the best fairy type in that. What am I gonna pick when it comes to starters? And starters alone? Same problem we had in Gen 4. I like Fuecoco the most, but I like Quaxly's evolution the most. I'm gonna go with Quaxly. I think this one's a little easier. And it's funny, really, because I'm not known to pick a lot of water Pokemon, yet here we are, with a lot of my favorites of the little dudes being water types. I think that's funny, and I don't know how that ended up happening. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea how this happened. Because usually I'd be like, if I'm gonna play, say like Unova, I'd pick Snivy. If I'm gonna play Kanto, I usually go with like, I don't know, Charmander or something, right? But I don't know, I think just a lot of the baby water Pokemon. A lot of the baby water Pokemon are great, but when they evolve, I don't really care much about them after that. Anyways, favorite gimmick form, it's fucking Booper. Little Booper over here, big fan. Favorite legendary of this game, none of them were good, so Shenpao. And my favorite Pokemon in all of Scarlet and Violet, it's the motherfucking GOAT, Ceruledge. As edgy as that is, that's the GOAT. Now, we are going to pick our favorites of every type, gimmick form, and legend. And eventually pick our absolute favorite Pokemon ever. So, for our normal type Pokemon, my favorite normal type Pokemon of all time. Oh man, this is a tough one actually. I'm just gonna go with Hisuian Zoroark. I think that's just a really cool Pokemon. Nothing really has enticed me so much as a Pokemon whose whole lore is it wants to kill everyone, and I think I resonate with that. It's so cool. It's just so cool. My favorite fire type Pokemon of all time? Vulpix. It's a little Vulpix. I love Vulpix so much. Favorite water type Pokemon of all time? Mudkip. I love Mudkip. I think Mudkip's a sweet little dude. Favorite grass type Pokemon of all time? Decidueye. Both forms are really cool. Favorite electric Pokemon of all time? Among these guys. A lot of them ended up being legendaries. Man, it's just this fucking dumbass Pokemon. I just love this thing so much. it's just like a rock band guy. It's just great. Favorite ice type Pokemon of all time? Vulpix. I just think Vulpix is a sweet little thing, and I adore it. And yeah, let's go with that. Favorite fighting type Pokemon of all time? Gallade. But Blaziken's are really cool. I'm gonna go Gallade. I just like Gallade a lot. I like the whole Ralts line. So we're gonna see another Pokemon end up there. You guys are it's gonna happen. Favorite ground type Pokemon of all time? Poison type. Well, I read that wrong. My bad. Toxapex I think is probably my favorite. But I'm gonna go with Roserade, just because Roserade is really cool. But I like I love the little chocolate eclair. Look at him. I love it so much. There's a lot of good poison type Pokemon, and it's tough to pick just one, right? So, fuck. God, it is a tough choice. It's a tough choice. A lot of these are gonna be tough choices. Fuck. Because I like Crobat too. So many good choices here. I think I'm gonna go with Toxapex, just because Toxapex is just really, really cool. Favorite ground type Pokemon? Son of a bitch! I have Flygon, Garchomp, Crocodile, Eclair. I mean, these four are really good, and then fucking Whoop. You can't forget about the Whoop. I'm gonna go with Flygon though, just because it's Flygon. Favorite flying type Pokemon? Now this is another tough choice because a lot of Pokemon I like here, but I'm gonna go with Lugia because it's fucking Lugia. And for favorite psychic type, another tough choice, but I'm gonna go with Gardevoir. Just edges out Lugia a little bit, just because I don't really remember Lugia to be a psychic type often. It's usually flying in my head. Anyways, yeah, it's Gardevoir. Favorite bug type? Bug type, it's pretty easy. It's Vespiquen. Rock types? Yeah, it's a pretty tough choice, but I'm going to go with Archeops. I think Archeops is really cool. As much as I love the Foo Dogs of Alolan Arcanine, think Archeops takes it. I think he's just a cool guy. Big fan. Favorite ghost type? Motherfucking Decidueye, I think. I think it's just Decidueye. Ah, but like, fuck. I have like so much attachment to Giratina also, and so much attachment to fucking Hisuian Zoroark, but like... And then there's like Aegislash, which is really cool, but I think he probably wins the Steel type category for me. And this is favorite ghost type, and I think I'm gonna have to edge it out and give it to Giratina. Much as I like the other two, as much as I like Decidueye and Zoroark. Favorite dragon type? We have another really close thing with Flygon and Giratina. Do I like Giratina more than Flygon? It's tough because Giratina is really cool. I'm gonna give it to Flygon because I like Flygon a lot. Favorite dark type? That's Darkrai. Favorite steel type? Like I said, I think Aegislash takes this category. It's just a good fucking flying type. Favorite fairy type? This one sucks too because, god damn it. Oh, Alolan Vulpix. That way, just because I love Alolan Ninetales so much. Anyways, Gardevoir. Favorite starter? It's Rowlet. I have so much love for that little owl. So fucking much. It's insane. It's insane so much that I kind of want to go back and switch this to Decidueye, but favorite gimmick form? They're all so good. They're all so fucking good. But Alolan Ninetales, I think wins it. Just barely. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Lugia. Very, very confirmed. And last but not least, my favorite Pokemon of all fucking time. It's Flygon. I think everyone knows this by now. I think Flygon is just that close and dear to my heart. I love this little fucking dragonfly. And I think I'll always love it. Even if it's not that good and competitive. Now, we can build our teams and all this other stuff. And we can definitely do that. So let's just quickly go through this. I'm going to just go with the basic fucking Pokeball. Now, if I'm going to have to arrange a team, click a team box and a Pokemon. Okay. So if I'm going to have to make a team, it's this, Gardevoir, more than likely Hisuian Zoroark, Ceruledge, Decidueye, and and Vulpix, and Alolan Ninetales. Wow, I really just picked 3 ghost Pokemon and 2 fairy types. Wow, that really is just my teams. Yeah, I mean, favorite type is ghost for sure. It's 3 my fucking team. That, my friends, is all of my favorite Pokemon ever. And my team, if I ever made a team. I hope you all enjoyed. This was an hour of me speaking into a mic for this shenanigans. Yeah.